Welcome. Today I want to introduce a medical revolution, one that is changing how we understand health and disease. This is not about a new drug from a laboratory, it is about medicines that already live inside us. Inside your body, there is a hidden universe. We call it the microbiome. This microbiome contains trillions of microorganisms, and they shape your health every single day. Now, scientists are learning something remarkable. They are learning how to guide this microbial community to fight disease. So pause and think about this. What if the cure is not a pill? What if the cure is a living ecosystem inside you? Let's begin. First, in part 1, we will build the foundation. I will explain what the human microbiome is and why we simply cannot live without it. Next, in part 2, we will look at the problem. That problem is dysbiosis, meaning an imbalance in the microbiome. We will also discuss the solution, microbiome therapeutics, from probiotics to transplants. Then, in part 3, we move to the advanced frontier. Here, I will introduce engineered microbes, precision therapy, and personalized diagnostics. In part 4, we bring this knowledge into real practice. We will discuss clinical applications, key disease targets, and what all of this means for you as future healthcare professionals. Finally, in part 5, we will step back and look ahead. We will address the challenges, the ethical considerations, and where this field is heading beyond 2030. Let's get started. For more than a century, medicine has fought microbes with one main goal. That goal was to destroy them. Antibiotics have saved millions of lives, but today our understanding has changed. I want you to see the human body differently. The human body is not a battlefield, it is an ecosystem. Inside this ecosystem lives the microbiome. It includes trillions of microorganisms. These microorganisms are not our enemies, they are partners, partners in immunity, in metabolism, and even in mental health. Because of this, our strategy is changing. We are moving away from simply killing microbes and toward restoring balance. This shift is called microbiome therapeutics. It means treating disease by healing the ecosystem within us. Welcome to the future of medicine. First, let me make an important distinction. Microbiota are the living microbes. These include bacteria, viruses, and fungi. They live on you and inside you. The microbiome is the bigger picture. It includes the microbes, their genes, and what they do in your body. You can think of the microbiome as a hidden organ, one that grows and changes with you. The gut is the most studied site, but important microbial communities also live on your skin, in your mouth, and in your lungs. These microbes are not passive. They help digest your food. They train your immune system. They make vitamins, and they protect you from disease. So remember this point. You are not just human. You are a superorganism. Your health is a team effort. Let me break down what your microbes actually do. First, they act like chemists in your gut. They ferment fiber that you cannot digest. This process produces short chain fatty acids. These molecules reduce inflammation and they support your metabolism. Second, they train your immune system. Early exposure teaches immunity what to tolerate and what to fight. This helps explain why farm raised children have fewer allergies. Third, they communicate with your brain. Gut microbes help produce serotonin. This links gut health to mood and to mental well being. And finally, they defend you by occupying space in the body. Helpful microbes block harmful invaders. They prevent these invaders from taking over. So remember this point. Your microbiome is not only about digestion, it supports immunity, metabolism, and even mental clarity. Modern life often disrupts our microbiome. Let me start with antibiotics. They can save lives, but they also remove good microbes along with the bad ones. Next, think about ultra processed diets. These diets starve beneficial bacteria and they encourage harmful microbes to grow. Chronic stress adds another problem. It damages the gut environment even further. This kind of imbalance has a name. We call it dysbiosis, and it is not harmless. Dysbiosis is linked to many diseases. These include inflammatory bowel disease, obesity, diabetes, autoimmune disorders, and even anxiety and depression. There is a common link behind all of this. That link is inflammation. When the gut barrier is damaged, inflammatory signals can enter the bloodstream. This ongoing low grade inflammation helps drive many modern chronic diseases. This brings us to the solution. The solution is microbiome therapeutics. These are treatments that restore microbes or use living microbes to treat disease. Let me compare this with traditional drugs. Most drugs target one molecule, one enzyme, or one receptor. Microbiome therapy works differently. It does not target just one point, it reshapes an entire ecosystem. Think of it as ecological restoration, not a single silver bullet. A powerful example is fecal microbiota transplant. This is used for recurrent C. difficile infection. Instead of giving another antibiotic, a healthy microbial community is restored, and the infection is controlled naturally. This represents a new kind of medicine. We are no longer just pill makers, we are becoming gardeners of the human body. This table shows a fundamental shift in our medical strategy. Let me explain what that shift means. The old approach is called the silver bullet model. It focuses on targeting one specific pathway in human biology. The new approach is ecological restoration. Here, the goal is to rebalance the entire microbial system. The old philosophy was simple: find the problem and destroy it. The new philosophy is different. We harness what already exists and we restore balance. Think of it this way: the old model is like a sniper rifle, very precise, but focused on a single target. The new model is like gardening. You nurture the whole system and guide the ecosystem back to health. Let's look at this in practice. A statin drug targets one enzyme. A fecal microbiota transplant restores an entire community, and that community helps cure infection. This is the core idea of microbiome medicine. We are shifting away from isolated targets and moving towards systemic healing. So, what tools do we have to restore this inner ecosystem? They range from simple support to advanced clinical treatments. First, the basics: probiotics and prebiotics. Probiotics are live beneficial bacteria. They help repopulate the gut. Prebiotics are special fibers in foods. They feed good bacteria and help them grow. Next, postbiotics. These are helpful compounds made by microbes. Finally, the most powerful tool today: fecal microbiota transplantation, or FMT. This is a full ecosystem transfer from a healthy donor to a patient. FMT works especially well for recurrent C. difficile infection because it restores balance instead of killing microbes. Together, these tools show one clear idea. Healing the ecosystem can heal the patient. Building on this proof, we are entering a new era. I call it precision microbiome medicine. Here, treatments move beyond whole ecosystems. They become targeted and programmable. The first step is live biotherapeutic products, or LBPs. These are pharmaceutical grade microbial drugs. Each one is designed to treat a specific disease. Next come engineered microbes. These are living medicines. They sense disease signals and release treatment only where needed. At the same time, phage therapy is returning. Phages target specific harmful bacteria without damaging the rest of the microbiome. Overall, we are moving forward from restoring ecosystems to precisely engineering them. Here is the key point. Your microbiome is unique, like a fingerprint. It is shaped by your genes, your diet, and your environment. Because of this, one treatment cannot fit everyone. What helps one person may not help another. This is where advanced testing matters and where artificial intelligence helps. We start with a simple sample to map the microbiome. AI then finds patterns in this complex data, patterns linked to health and disease. The future is personalized care, not a generic pill, but targeted, data driven restoration. So, where can these therapies make a real difference? Almost everywhere. That's because the microbiome affects many body systems. In gastroenterology, this is the starting point. We aim to restore gut balance and reduce inflammation in conditions like IBD and IBS. In oncology, the microbiome can improve cancer immunotherapy. It may help the immune system respond better to treatment. In metabolic health, balance matters for obesity and diabetes. Restoring the microbiome can improve metabolism. In mental health, gut microbes communicate with the brain. This opens new ways to address anxiety and depression. In autoimmune disease, the goal is immune balance. Restoring the microbiome may help calm overactive immunity. Here is the key shift. Future treatment may use two approaches together, one for the patient and one for the microbial environment. This field is exciting, but it is not without challenges. First, the scientific challenge: we must separate correlation from causation. We see different microbiomes in disease, but we must prove what causes what. Next, safety and regulation. Our systems were built for chemical drugs. Living therapies can grow and change, so new regulatory frameworks are needed. Then comes manufacturing. Making a living product is extremely hard. Every dose must be identical and stable. Even small changes can alter the outcome. Finally, there are ethical questions. Who owns donated biological material? How do we ensure fair access to these therapies? And how far should we go in engineering living microbes? This is more than pharmacology. It is a new relationship with our own biology. Progress must move forward carefully. These challenges guide us, not stop us. So, what does this shift mean for your future care? By 2030, checking your microbiome may be routine, just like blood pressure or cholesterol. A simple test gives a map of your inner ecosystem. It shows balance and early warning signs. This moves medicine toward prevention. We act before disease appears. Treatment becomes personalized, often using diet or targeted microbial support. Antibiotics are used less. Precision therapies take their place. Doctors become ecosystem managers, guiding long term balance, not just fixing problems. This is the future of medicine: personal, preventive, and holistic. Let me give you a simple example. A patient has repeated gut infections. The old approach uses broad antibiotics. They work briefly. They also destroy good bacteria. The infection returns. Now, the new approach: we test the microbiome. We see the harmful microbes and what's missing. Treatment is targeted. We remove the pathogen. We restore protection. The gut regains balance. Health lasts. This is the shift from repeated blunt treatment to precise restoration. Let me speak directly to you. This field will shape your daily practice. Microbiome science is moving from research into real care. Pharmacists will work with living medicines. Dietitians will use food to guide microbial health. Nurses will deliver and monitor new therapies. Lab scientists will map whole microbial communities. This future depends on teamwork. You won't just witness this shift, you will help lead it. Let me wrap this up with a few clear takeaways. First, the most important idea: we are not just human bodies. I want you to think of us as superorganisms, more like a living ecosystem than a single unit. Our microbiome is active, not passive. It is something we can support, protect, and repair. Second, medicine is changing its mindset. For years, we focused on destroying microbes. Now, we aim to restore balance. We are learning to work with microbes, not just fight them. Third, treatment is becoming personal. Each of you has a unique microbiome. Future care will be guided by that uniqueness. General, one-size treatments are fading. And finally, the goal of healthcare is broader. Health is about the whole human microbe system. Balance and resilience matter most. We care for the unseen partners that support our lives. This is the future of medicine, and it's an exciting one to be part of. Thank you for your time and attention today. If this vision of future medicine connects with you, I encourage you to share it with colleagues, friends, and students. This conversation is just getting started. To guide what we explore next, please like this presentation and leave a comment with the topic you want us to cover next. For continued learning, subscribe to our channel, Modern Microbiology Academy. It's a place for deeper learning, current research, and thoughtful discussion. Thank you for listening. Stay connected, and let's build the future of medicine together.